Hey everybody, I miss you guys. Today's lesson is this one in your packet that went home. It has a little duckling on it that says it's sunny out here. Which way am I going? There we go. It's sunny out here. It's called composite shape. Don't forget to write your name on your paper, okay? Alright. Our essential question is, how can I recognize two-dimensional shapes and equal shares? Write the number 3 ways. So here we have tens and ones. So let's count my writing tools. Let's count the number of tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tens and how many ones? 4. So our number would be 64. And if we wanted to do that with expanded notation, we would say 60 plus 4. It is hard to write with that, so please excuse the really bad writing with a mouse. Okay, now we have named the shapes with 4 sides and 4 vertices. So let's see, does this have 4 sides and 4 vertices? Vertices is the corners, the edges where the sides come together. No, only 3. How about this trapezoid? Yes, 4 vertices and 4 sides. Rectangle? Yes, 4 vertices, 4 sides. How about this shape? Triangle. 3 sides, 3 vertices. Rectangle? Yes, 4 sides and 4 vertices. And trapezoid? Yes, 4 sides, 4 vertices. Okay, which shape does not have 4 sides and 4 vertices? Remember, vertices are where the sides come together to make a point. A square does have 4 sides and 4 vertices. Trapezoid? Yes, 4 sides, 4 vertices. Rectangle? Yes, 4 sides, 4 vertices. How about a triangle? There's the one. We would choose that one. Okay, how can you use two-dimensional shapes to make a composite shape? So remember, composite shapes are 2 or more two-dimensional shapes that make another shape. Okay, we're going to skip over that one. Okay, so now we're on to investigate the math. Use pattern blocks to make the rocket shown. Draw lines to show your model. So we are going to go ahead and draw some lines to show our model. It looks like the top could be a triangle, do you think? So you could use your triangle blocks. How about this part? Could this be a square? Here. Square. Triangle. Oh, how about this shape? What could that be? Well, if we draw a line down the middle, we would have a trapezoid here, and a trapezoid here, and also a trapezoid here. It doesn't let me draw at the bottom. That would be a trapezoid as well. So here they showed the same. Okay, so now we're on to this, and in your packet you have some pattern blocks. So I want you to lay them on the shape and see how many trapezoid makes a hexagon. So a hexagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides and 6 vertices. So it would take, if you drew a line down the center of the hexagon, or if you lay your trapezoid shape here, you would have 2 trapezoids make a hexagon. Okay, how many triangles does it take to make a trapezoid? So you might have to lay your triangle down since you only have one in your packet and trace it. Trace it. That is not a great triangle there, but you can see it takes 1, 2, 3 triangles to make a trapezoid. Great work. Okay, if you forgot that page, oh gosh. Okay, so go ahead and go to the inside page of your lesson with the 2 little chicks. It says you could put together shapes to make a new shape. This new shape is called a composite shape. So here we are using a diamond and a triangle, or a parallelogram to make this composite shape. So I added those with your packet this week. So if you'll lay them down on top of this, you will see how they come together. So let's use, I'm just going to go ahead and use this. So it would be a triangle and then also the parallelogram. You could lay it the other way. You could lay your triangle on this side and then your parallelogram on the opposite side. Okay, let's go on. Use 2 pattern blocks to make each shape. Draw a line to show your model. And once again, in your packet, you have one of each of these shapes. So you'll have to use them and then trace it and then use it again. So which 2 would you use? Could you use the parallelogram? That would give us an angled edge. An angled edge such as this to make our parallelogram. So that is not going to work 2 angles. Okay, what about using, see if I can get my eraser. Okay, what if we use 2, those are not, what if we use 2 squares? Would that make the rectangle? It would, yeah. So what I'd like for you to do now is go ahead and draw a line down the center. Draw a line down the center of your rectangle to show that we used 2 squares. Ignore those parallel lines. Okay, great job. Let's go on to number 2. Use 2 pattern blocks to make each shape. Draw a line to show your model. Circle the blocks you use. So what could you use to make this larger triangle? So as you see, this triangle is not going to be large enough, but it does fill out the top portion. What could you use for this bottom portion? Can you see what shape it's making? Hopefully you said trapezoid, the red shape. I can't get mine to move. We'll try again. Okay, and we're going to place that right there. So as you can see, it does make the larger triangle when you use a trapezoid and a triangle. So go ahead and we're going to circle. Take your pencil, we're going to circle. We use the triangle and we use the trapezoid. I don't think we circled in number 1. Number 1, I told you to draw a line. I'm sorry, I should have read the instructions better. We're going to circle both of these squares. That's what we use to make our rectangle. And there we circled the trapezoid and the triangle to make our larger triangle. Okay, how can you find which shapes are needed to make the composite shapes? You can use observation. You can use the geometric shapes I gave you and place them into the larger shapes to see which composite shapes are needed. Let's go on then to the on my own portion. And once again, you'll be needing the blocks that I gave you with your packet this week. So go ahead and complete those now. So pause the video and then we will complete the backside together. So please go ahead and pause the video and do numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6 on your page. Okay, awesome. Okay, we're back. I hope that went pretty well on my own page. We're now on the back on problem solving on the back side. Gosh, I get that wrong. Problem solving, real world. Answer the questions, draw lines to show your work. Number 7, circle the pattern block that can be used 2 times to make this shape. So here is, you're going to use one of these shapes twice. Which shape would you use? Well, it looks like to me, I don't know if I can flip these shapes or not. Let's give it a shot. So there's one. I'm going to try to use this tool down here to flip it. Doesn't look like I can. Darn it, let me try again. Do you see that I need to flip it on its back side? Oh, there we go. Oh, I got it. Okay. So we used two trapezoids to make that composite shape. So now please circle the trapezoid. That is what we used to make that composite shape. Okay, let's go on. Here we have answered question, draw lines to show your work. How many half circles or semicircles does it take to make a complete circle? So if we drew a line down the center of it to make equal parts, how many semicircles or half circles? Let me try using a different tool. How many semicircles or half circles would you need? Pretty apparent, right? You need 2. So please write a 2 in this section. 2. Okay. Oh, gosh. Woo. Oh, look. Okay. Here's our hot problem, which means higher order thinking problem. If the 4 shapes here are combined, what shape will they make? And then tell how you know. So please use a capital and don't forget to complete sentences. Start with a capital and end with a period, and don't forget to put your name on your paper. All right, see you tomorrow. See you for our lesson tomorrow. Hope to see you real face real soon.